Hi, this is Marek from Tryb Solo. Today I have the expansion for role-player adventures called Gulpax Secret. I have received this expansion from Thunderworks Games for review, so thanks a lot. And this is a brand new campaign that takes place 2000 years before the events from the base game. It introduces new scenarios, new enemies and characters. We will do an unboxing today. I will not tell you how the expansion plays because there are not really many new rules, and if you are curious how to play role-player adventures, you can watch my video about this game. I will leave link in the description of the video. So this expansion introduces new campaign and new scenarios, but not that many new rules to the gameplay. As I said, the action takes place 2000 years before the base game. There are 7, if I'm not mistaken, 7 new scenarios. Let's do the unboxing and I will show you what's inside, especially with this box, even if it's not that big, it's really heavy, because if you have seen any photos from role-playing adventures, you know that there is a lot of reading, a lot of text and storybooks and everything. So let's open this box. So let's unbox this expansion. I will try not to show you any spoilers, but you will see some of the components if you don't like to see anything. If you plan to play this expansion in the future and you don't like any spoilers, you have to skip this video, because I will show you some cards and storybooks and everything, but not too much, so you will still enjoy your playthrough. This is a very heavy box, to be honest, I have to say. Even though it's small, it's extremely heavy. And what do we have here? Stop. This is rare deck, and this is title deck, and this is discovery deck. Do not shuffle it, do not examine these cards. I will try not to. I will show you maybe some of them, but that's basically it. And they are numbered, just like in the base game of role-player adventures. And if the game tells you to, reveal a rare card number and it gives you a number, you will take a card from this deck. And as always, just a quick look here, you'll have some characters, some items and things that you will discover in the game. Let me put it here. Here we have different titles, and titles in this game are, you can say, cards that track your progress and decisions in the campaign, because a lot of times when the game gives you a choice and to do this or that, and you make a choice, it tells you to take a specific title card, and then depending on your choice and on the scenario, in a future scenario you might be asked if you have a title this or title that, and depending on the title cards you have, you may have a different outcome of the story. Again, a lot of title cards, and they basically have some photo, some illustration, artwork, and a text. So here are the titles, a lot of them. This campaign is maybe not as big as the one from the base game, because this one has less scenarios, but still there are a lot of content. There's a lot of content inside. And here we have discovery cards. Again, they are numbered, and the game will tell you when to reveal the cards here. They have some additional locations on the map, and again some items. I will not show you these cards, but again a lot of discovery cards. Now we have some characters. If you have role player, the base game, not the base game, the role player game, this is a different game. This is role player adventures, but there's also role player board game. If you have role player, you can use the characters that you created in a role player to play the base game or this expansion. But if you want to, you can use the one that were already created. They have nice artwork and name and some starting stats and attribute. So really cool. I love the artwork in this game. I love the artwork in role player adventures base game, and here it's also really nice. So here we have the character cards. Here are the bigger my guess is enemy cards, because all the skill checks in this game, they are in a dedicated booklet, and I think that you will use the same booklet but in the base game. But you have new enemies, and again, I will not show you all of them because some of them may be a surprise for you during the campaign, but maybe some of them: Cyclops, Giant Beetle, Zombie, Saurian. Nice artwork, and we have a lot of enemies. Not 112 because we start with 62, but we have about 50 new enemies and some additional help cards that tell you how to do a skill check or a combat check. Cool. Here we have the character sheets that you use to include in the that you have to put into the player board, where you will write down your stat, strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. A lot of them, so you can replay this campaign a lot of times if you want to. Now we have the Explorer's Guide. Okay, and this is like the thick storybook from the base game. Each scenario in this game has got a dedicated booklet. We'll see it in a second, but they all share this Explorer's Guide. And here you can see different scenarios: 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, etc. And sometimes the game will tell you to open a specific chapter in this Explorer's Guide. What's this? Okay, we have to cut it open. Give me a second. There's a lot of reading, and this is a heavy, story-heavy game. The base game and this one, because from what I read in the rulebook, and because I have downloaded the rulebook online, there are not many rules changes in the game. It basically gives you new adventures, new scenarios, new enemies, and new story. This is the Gulpax secret campaign sheet, where you will track your experience, goal, titles, keywords, different factions that are in the game, and depending on your choices you will advance to the left or right on different faction, profession titles. This is new, this was not available if I remember correctly in the base game. Cool. Again, a lot of sheets, so we can replay this campaign. Here we have, this is like games from Thunderworks Games, and this is like a secret, I'm not sure, secret notebook. I will not open it, I'm not sure what's this. Maybe during the game you will be instructed to open it and to read it. Here we have the rulebook, only 3 pages, if you don't count the front page. Objective overview. The only new thing I think is profession. There were no professions in the base game, new concept and gameplay changes, but not many new things. This is a great expansion. I like expansions like this that doesn't give you a lot of new gameplay elements that you have to learn. Just new story in a story-driven game. It's really great. And here we have all the maps for different scenarios. I will show you them really quickly. It's not really a spoiler if you don't know what's going on in a specific scenarios, but the artwork is really, really cool. It's number 5 and number 6. 3. I have to say that Roleplay Adventures is one of the best adventure games, and 7. Okay, and the map of Ulos. Wow, this is really cool. Roleplay Adventures was one of the best adventure games I played last year, and I hope this expansion will be interesting just like the base game, because this is a really great story-driven game where all your choices, they have the impact on the story. In many adventure games, when you have a choice to do, I don't know, go left or right, or save someone or kill someone, basically a few, I don't know, 50 minutes later or 1 hour later, you will either way end up in the same moment in the story. And here your choices, they really have impact on the story, so this is really cool. Epilogue in a booklet. I will not show you what's here, because epilogue means probably what happens when the game ends. And here you have all the storybooks for each scenario, and you can see how much text is in each of these booklets. This is really crazy. This is what I really liked about role-player adventures, that the story is very important aspect of the game, and the gameplay mechanics don't stand in the way of the story, so you can really focus on the campaign. Servants of Azema, really cool. The Hive, this is storybook number 3. Each storybook has more pages. Okay, 50 pages here. Ascending Ketra Steep. Okay, this one is cool. Saurian Wasteland. 55 pages, so even thicker. This one is quite thick. The Frozen Expanse. 71 pages. So many texts. This is really cool. I hope that the Thunderworks Games, they will continue with role-player adventures, and they will make another expansion or maybe a sequel in the future. This is great adventure game. If you like fantasy games, you have to play it. And Arcasium Pit, 85 pages. So here are all the storybooks for this game. You can see how thick they are, and this is the Explorer's Guide. So if you want to know more about this expansion and what I think about it, you should visit my Facebook and Instagram in the future. I will not make another video with, I don't know, how to play or anything, because as I said earlier, this expansion plays mostly the same as the base game. But if you want to know what I think about this expansion and the scenarios, and maybe if you want to see some photos from the scenarios from this expansion, please visit my Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. I will leave links in the description of this video, and thanks for watching this unboxing. See you next time. Bye.